We are starting our today's video here. These are our younger poets which are starting today. Like you can see, like this one is squatting down. You see how they look like? They are really amazing. You see, this is how they look like. You can see even the water is coming over. You see inside the water. So we add in more water. Yes. Just empty the jerry can. How jerry can right now? It's empty. You get. So so this jerry can, I'm going to take it outside. You get. Just going to take it outside and some chickens are making it fall down. You know. So I put here on the doorway. I'm just going to take it outside once I'm going. Let's check. You know, these chickens, they are really disorganizing the rain nets. I think you see, because the rain nest was more organized like this, but they are disorganizing them. What it's hard to disorganize are these ones because they are inside down. You get. Let's check here. You can see here there is a new egg, new good egg, you know. And in the morning, I also got another egg from this chicken. So this is the second egg, and actually this is another new chicken that has started laying, because what I picked in the morning, it was from the chicken that started laying, you know, because there are many inside, but still we are able to see that this chicken raised this egg, because you can see that this one is pretty big. You see, this one is pretty big. These roosters, we left them outside because they are the owner. How are you, Rashford? No. Because Rashford is coming to pick this egg I'm holding. I will not give it to you, Rashford. Okay. So these roosters, we left them outside because they are the only roosters we're having. Actually, we have 4 in those poulets, but because they are used to each other, we decided to raise them in. We left them inside there, and these ones are the ones which we are living in the rooster house. So we decided to put them outside because we were shifting. You know, I think you can see inside. We have in some chickens. You know, those are the chickens we put it in. So because we are putting those chickens in, we decided to put those ones outside. You get. So this is my sister. This is like the daughter to my uncle. He's just winnowing beans. This is how we usually winnow here. You put on the roko. This is we call it intara in our local language. So we put there, and then you keep on flipping them in air, so air passes through and takes away the rubbish, and then the beans remain around. You get. I think you can see how the experience is. You see, and then the beans remain. They only remain around, leaving the beans to go away. You know, Rashford is just enjoying being outside, you know. And because you don't want to put it inside the house, so he stays outside now. What? This goat want to, you know, to fight a dog. Maybe it looks like it's a wild dog. You see? This dog likes to be where I am. It likes to like stay everywhere I go. So when I'm here in a compound, it comes in a compound. There's a time even I wanted to go out, and I was like in the morning. Yes, in the morning I was going away, and I was doing the motorcycle. It just went running on me. You get. after the motorcycle. You get, so I it really like me. It really loves me so much. You get it.
Guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time and geographical location you're watching Mr. Tumu. This is Riri Africa. In today's video, I'm cooking lunch anyway.
So the first flavors, what you're cooking. Wait, open, you see? Okay.
These are fresh beans together with leaves of pumpkins. Have you ever ate on leaves of pumpkins? Guys, this is what I'm preparing today. Igisusa in our local language, but I don't know it in English anyway.
Those are pumpkin leaves.
Okay, it's pumpkin leaves. Yeah, it's what I'm preparing.
In our area, have it. We can say that because pumpkins in our local area they are called ibihaza, and their leaves we have their general name called we call that igisusa. But in English I don't know whether they have also just one term which they call it, but in our local language we have it as igisusa. But of course in English I don't know. I don't know whether it has one word like the way we have in our local language, because you can say amababi y'ibihaza or you say igisusa, or that it's means the leaves of the pumpkins. You get. Okay. So you're adding in salt and all the rest.
I'm boiling just today. I'll boil without any kind of frying. I'm just boiling. Yeah, organic ones.
So I think you can see those are the solar on top of my house. You see that? Those are the solar panels we are right now using, and you remember we have been but now they cut it off the grid. They guarded us on the grid, so they put us off, so we are right now not having electricity. You get. So that's the solar panel we're having, but still the power is very low because you cannot do anything. You cannot charge any of appliance. You have to only depend on charging outside, so you have to move and charge from outside. So but today I just want to go up. You remember right now I think you can see we are experiencing a lot of the sun, as you can see in my background. You get. So we are experiencing a lot of sun. So since we experience, when we're experiencing a lot of sun here, because we have a black humus soil, so it easily catches the sun so much, and then we get the dust. So because of that, I think let me show you a little bit. You can see, this one is just the dust. That is the dust. You can see even the soil changed from becoming black to pure dust or brown. You get, but it's not brown. It's because it's more like whitish because of just turning the color. You get. So I want to go and I go on the top of the house and I clean. You get. I clean the solar panel so that we can maybe have some good energy in, but still I'm pretty sure that it's hard to charge any of the phone or any of other appliances. But at least now we do that when we clean the solar panels. Maybe you can have enough power now for lighting. You get, for lights. You get, because for other appliances we have to go and we charge in outside. So this is just a ladder I'm going to use when I'm climbing on top of my house. But you can see like this. The first step got dehydrated. I will just let me first go clean the solar panels. After cleaning the solar panels, then I'll come and fix this first step, because actually this ladder is not mine. This ladder belongs to my uncle, so I'll have to organize it, and then after organizing it I take it back to my uncle's place. You get. Okay, let me put it here on the back of the house, because that's where it's simple to to climb. You get, it's simple to climb on top. Okay, place it here. I know that here, you know, when you climb from here, you're direct, you are really direct on the solar panels. You get, so let me get the the water and the sponge, and then we climb up and clean. Go now. Okay, so you see here I have the soap, sponge, and water, which I'm going to use, you know, but I have to be extra careful because the first step is broken. But right enough, you can be able to climb. You get, you can be able to climb. Oh my God. Okay. Now on the top. Oh. Okay, you see, I'm on the top of the house, and you can see there is a lot of dirt. I think you can see from my hand. There is a lot of dirt on, and I'm going to first use this dry sponge. I think you can see how, and then you see, because the sponge is white, that's when you are able to see it well. So I'm only going to use the sponge around, and after using the sponge around, and then after using that, that's when I will pour water and also mix with the soap, so that I can first remove the this dust on top, so that I can just clean the remaining after. So I'm done cleaning them. I think you can see, if I put them on zoom, see, they look more beautiful. See that this is on the top of the house, guys. So I'm done cleaning the solar panels. I think you can see how they look like. So beautiful, you get. So this is how they just look like, you get. So these are the chickens we put in. Can't check that one is in the rain box. This one it is in the rain box, but still, because today, like today, this one had 2 eggs, and actually in this chicken house, this one switch we left here because I cut them into half. You know, I put it inside here 20, and I left inside here 20. You get, I left inside here 20. You know, these are 20 here. But you can't imagine that this one switch which are left here. We didn't. We collected only 1 egg from these ones because others they were eaten. You get, and these ones we still also collected few eggs because today we didn't even collect 10 eggs from these chickens. But at least for them they also ate one, as I'm telling you, with the help of what? With the help of the cock or the rooster, you get. But called me, you know, I mean texted me on WhatsApp. These chickens may be in need of more calcium. That's why they are eating eggs to look for calcium. So he told me that if I can give them more calcium, or if I can gather the eggshells and then I roast them on the fire. After roasting them on the fire, I give them to the chickens. They may stop egg eating. But I looked for another alternative. Tomorrow, I'll just get for them shells. You know, there are these shells which they sell in the feed stores, which sells the animal products. So I think I'll get for them the shells, the oyster shells. Then I will supply to them freely so that they can have access to them. I think in that circus they will stop egg eating, and again, because when they are consuming a lot of shells, the egg shell breaks instantly. So that's the next formula that I'm going to try on these chickens, and I hope that it will work out. Pray for me that it works out. Otherwise, we are losing a lot of money on these chickens by only eating their eggs, because if they continue like this and we try all means and they fail, we cannot keep them because we shall be in a total loss. We can now decide to put them on the market, we sell out them, but if they stop, that will be a plus to us.